So right now I'm walking on this big red line, and you know what? They do this on TV where you're supposed to walk if you're, drunk or whatnot. And you know what? This is actually a lot harder than I thought. So right now, I think I'm doing okay. If I were to have this test, I think I'd pass. Maybe not. So Kevin Hilbrand, exactly what is this line? What's the purpose of this line? Obviously, you see on TV, it's for, can you walk the line? Can you do this and prove you're not sober? So like we were saying before, there's some different meaning behind it. So what does it do?
This line is actually used for our drug recognition officer, and it's one of the tests that he does if he suspects that you're impaired by a drug. Okay, it's not used for people who are intoxicated by alcohol.
That's really interesting. So, because normally you see on TV that people do use it, in fact, for alcohol. So basically the people are forced to walk along this line, and I guess...
See how stable they can make it down to the end of the tape.
Now, is it true that you have to do the ABCs backwards?
I believe that's one of the tests that Constable Olson does, is being able to recite your ABCs starting at Z.
Yeah, that's not happening. I'm sober. I don't even know how to do that. So now we're here continuing in the kind of booking department. So if you can tell me a bit about this room here. This
is one of our interview rooms. And this is if somebody's being interviewed, they're brought in here. Depending if they're doing a written statement or an audio or videotape statement. If that's the case, then we have to turn on the audio, and the video equipment's always running. So right now, as soon as we come in here, you're being videotaped, but you're not being audio taped until we turn on this switch outside.
Okay, now let's move on to these other three rooms here. It looks like they're somewhat similar. Yep. So this one is the breathalyzer.
Breathalyzer and identification room. This is where our intoxilizer technician, when they bring somebody in for impaired driving, this is where they obtain their 2 samples of breath. This is our fingerprint station, and we do one finger at a time and take your fingerprints that way.
Okay, and now we're going to move on to the other 2 rooms. Oh, we've got another interview room. That doesn't look as exciting. Now, this room, it's basically a bunch of TVs. So what happens in here?
We do have 16 cameras stationed throughout our police service. And this is just basically where the hard drive is kept.
All right, well, that looks about it for this section of the Dryden Police Service. I'd like to thank you, Kevin, for this opportunity, giving us a tour in depth of, what goes on back here. Stay tuned next week. We're going to have more episodes like this featuring the Dryden Police Service, more topics, everything you want to know basically about what happens here. At the Dryden Police Service, I'm Shannon Gwynn.